Hey everyone, welcome back. How's it going? So, last weekend I went on a little bit of an adventure. I actually travelled across the country to visit the world's most complete English Pokemon card collection, owned by the fantastic David Persin. I'm sure you have heard his name. So while I was there, I was allowed to do a little bit of filming, take some shots of some of the things in his collection. So let's take a look. So first, just a quick look around his room, basically, his collection room. As you can see, he has a lot of sealed stuff. Obviously, his main thing is that he has complete single cards, but he does just hang on to a lot of sealed product. See some very, very nice stuff there. And lots of boxes and binders out, ready to be sorted. And then just even more storage. It's got a lot going on. A lot of boxes, a lot of tins and stuff there. He does actually run an eBay store, so a lot of this stuff here is the stuff that he has listed on his store, so you can actually go and buy quite a lot of that. Here is just some stuff he had lying around, we pulled out to show me. We have some blister packs here, those were some older ones, and then we have some Team Rocket. Like I say, older, I meant like, original WotC era. Couple of Team Rocket returns. These ones were nice, we got some Neo blisters. There's one more of those old WotC, just random pack ones. Got their Jungle, Gym Challenge, and Legendary Collection. I don't think I've seen that combo before. So yeah, I said these are the Neo ones. Here's the Neo Destinies, and the Neo Genesis 2-pack blisters. They're really cool. These were very, very nice to see in person. And this thing that was underneath it, I've never seen one of these before. It is a giant blister pack with, I think it was 10 base set packs in it. There's a lot of packs in there, but it was this huge, giant display that, so like you can see, it advertises the theme decks and everything like that. It's a very, very cool product, and, Dave's is one of the few places where I can go, and there might actually be some Pokemon stuff I've never seen before. It's very, very sweet, this one. We have some fossil blisters. Always nice to see. Very cool. And what else we got? Some tins and stuff there. Oh, these, I haven't seen these in about 10 years. They come with a Platinum Series pack, a Pop Series pack, and a Cracked Ice Gliscor. He has about 10 of them. And I say, I've never seen a single one for years, probably since the Platinum stuff was out. There's just some more close-ups of his sealed stuff there. Lots of ETBs, lots of collection boxes, some really recent and some a little bit older. This one, nice Emerging Powers box. This one, Diamond and Pearl challenge set with the Shinx promo and the trainer's kit, not toolkit, the trainer decks. It's a really cool box. I don't think I'd ever actually seen this box before. And then this one is a nice one. It's Legends of Justice, that's what it was called. So very cool stuff to see, first of all, but as I said, because he is an English card collector rather than sealed product collector, most of that stuff was just his extras, apart from a few things which hadn't been opened to add to his collection yet. So while I was there, I was helping David out with some organising and stuff. So here's one of the few things that I was able to help him get sorted with. So these are EX Master Trainer decks. There's God of War and Blaziken. They came in those decks. They also came in an original Battle Stadium. David had a Battle Stadium opened and all sleeved up, but he didn't have, them sorted into his set binders. Luckily, I came in as he was sorting Ruby and Sapphire and let him know that Bulbapedia was not 100% accurate for that set because it didn't list all of these variants. So we did end up going through them. Or, well, I did. I pulled out all of the stuff for him so he could pick it out. And we got figured out all of the stuff that he needed for that, and he eventually got it all put away in his binder. He does have a few copies of each of them, as you can see. So one of the reasons I enjoyed checking this set is David is one of the only people I know where he has a set that is guaranteed to come from a Battle Stadium, and a set that is guaranteed to come from those decks, and I wanted to just compare them and make sure there was absolutely nothing different on the cards between those. And there definitely wasn't. I checked copyright dates, I checked codes and everything, all exactly the same. And also within those decks, the main variant is that from the first three sets, Ruby, Sapphire, Sandstorm, and Dragon, there are cards reprinted and they don't have the e-reader border, as you saw in the video. There are some cards from later sets in there too, and I wanted to double check the codes on those to make sure that they did match the codes that were in the regular set, to make sure that those weren't actually variants on a much more minor level, and they're not, can confirm that those did contain all the codes exactly the same as ones already released in the set. Which honestly was a huge weight off my mind, because I think it would have been horrible if I then suddenly realized there was an extra code set or there was some variant between the two different products. So alright, let's look at some very, very rare stuff, or some very, very cool stuff that I'm guessing not a lot of people will have seen sets of together. So, this is David's collection of sealed packs, starting out here with first edition base and a demo pack, the 2-player demo pack with, I think, about 30 cards in it. Then move on to the next printing. I believe these are the shadowless ones, and then unlimited. So Dave actually doesn't collect packs himself too much. This was all from the original collection he first bought when he was starting out. We saw there another printed base set. The Black Triangle packs, you can see he is still missing the Charizard. Whoever he bought it off mustn't have picked that one up. Then we have the base packs with the longer hanging thing at the top, so where they'd go on hooks. Then move on to first edition Jungle. As I say, Dave hasn't been keeping up with this set. This is all just one thing he purchased together. There's the unlimited jungle packs, and yes, that is a second demo pack. I don't see it on the front, it says 24 cards. Couldn't remember exactly how many were in it. And then we have the red logo jungle packs, some very, very rare variant packs there. And the long hanging jungle packs too, same as with the previous set. We got first edition fossil coming in with a nice creator pack to fill its last slot, and the unlimited fossil, and the long hanging fossil packs. Whoever you bought it from, I guess, didn't pick up the red logo fossils either, unfortunately. Some base set 2 hanging packs. Go on to first edition Team Rocket. I really like the first edition symbol on the Team Rocket packs. They look really, really sweet. The fact that they're not just using the same stamp. Then we have unlimited rocket packs. There is the hanging rocket packs. Gym Heroes first edition. The Gym Heroes Unlimited, of course. Gym Heroes hanging packs. And Gym Challenge first edition. The Gym Challenge Unlimited. And the Gym Challenge hanging packs. And then on to his second binder, because that one was full, I guess. Neo Genesis first edition and unlimited. Neo Discovery first edition and unlimited. I guess they stopped doing the hanging packs, or the person he bought the collection off didn't pick them up if they did. Neo Revelation. Guess that one, the unlimiteds, came first. And there's the first edition set. Then on to Destiny. First edition and unlimited once again. Then I do Legendary Collection. Personally, some of my favorite packs. Absolutely love the Evolutions one. I'm sure you all know that I love Vaporeon. So very nice seeing it on a pack there. Expedition, again, some very, very nice pack artwork. Aquapolis, second E-Reader set. Skyridge, another Vaporeon. Absolutely love it. Very, very nice set. Very in demand set, I'm sure you know. Then start of the EX era, Ruby Sapphire. Then Sandstorm. Dragon, another very, very nice set of pack artwork, I think, with Latios, Latios, Rayquaza, and Absol. There's Magma Aqua. There's Hidden Legends, all of the Reggies and Metagross. Fire Red Leaf Green, some more pretty iconic packs. Team Rocket returns, which I guess we did see earlier on the blisters too. Deoxys packs. And EX Emerald. And there's a Pop Series 1 pack in the back there. So as I said, Dave obviously hasn't been keeping up to date with those packs, but because he bought it from a person who would put them together up to a certain point, I thought it was a really, really cool thing to show off. You don't see a pack collection that complete very often. Now let's take a look at another unbelievable part of David's collection. This was a binder that was just labeled promo binder on the side. It is the most nuts promo binder you've ever seen. Let's go through it all. So we start off with just a page of inserts, because, you know, he likes keeping all of the inserts and stuff. There's an Ancient Mew down there. With a very nice set of the promotional energies from Wizards of the Coast. There's the W-stamped promos from Wizards of the Coast also. Got the best of game. All cards that have available winner and non-winner copies have them in there. And then we move on to the WotC Black Star promos. You can see there's the different Pikachus there. It's the first edition Era version. There's the regular version. And then there is the Grey Stamp Koro Koro version, released only in Japan. Very nice little set. And then for the movie promos, you can see as a loose one and different sealed ones for all 4 of those. Jigglypuff at the bottom, you can see the regular one and the Grey Star one too. And at this point, I will apologise if any of you saw my feet there. I did try and keep them out of shot as much as I could. And then we have some Mews, Meowths, and Eevees. You can see the non-hollow Meowths and Eevees from the Japanese promotions. Oh, and also this Mew. That is what the regular one looks like. And Dave has this one also, where you can just see it doesn't really have colour in the background. I would have originally thought it's someone had altered it and it had been acetoned, but it's so perfect that I just find it hard to believe that that's actually what happened. You see the Era Persian, lots of other stuff going on. There's both birthday Pikachus, including the non-hollow one. You see the Pokemon Center and the Lucky Stadium are kind of the big part of this Black Star promo set. There's the Era versions of the artists on the birds. There's a full set of them. Got some sealed stuff here. We have the Team Rocket one, I think is the Dark Arbok W stamped promo. We have the Ho-Oh and Rapidash on the card. We have the Venusaur. Couple of sealed packs there. That is a sealed pack from convention. It has Hoppip, Pichu, and a Kirby and some other stuff. We have the Kyogre and Groudon cards, which come in 3 different versions. There's a non-hollow, hollow, and then there's the version without a dot code. So those are the rare ones to look out for. Here's all the rest of just the Nintendo promos here. As you can see, just absolutely incredible set. He's got a sealed Pikachu and a regular Pikachu in there. That's why there's 2 foil Pikachus. All different variants of these sets, looking very, very sweet. And a brief preview, which we'll see in just a second, of the most unbelievable page in the binder. That Metang is a pretty rare card too, the Stadium Challenge one. But we're hitting our first Worlds promo. Tropical Wind from Worlds 2004. You can see the first one has just the spectator version. Then we have the players version, staff, top 16, quarter finalist, semi-finalist, and then in the bottom is, of course, the finalist. Now, this is the most impressive page in the binder, in my opinion, because for this year, you couldn't just buy from one person. For all future years, if you bought the finalist from someone who was first or second, they had a full run of all the rest of them too. In this year, you only got your finishing place, so you had to go to multiple different winners to put this one together. Jumping then into the Worlds 05 promo, we see a similar thing, obviously with no spectator version and the introduction of top 32. But again, Tropical Tidal Wave all the way up to finalist. I say unbelievable binder. Championship Arena there, the other card given away at Worlds 05. All the rest of the promos. There is a non-hollow version of that Pikachu that is missing. When I pointed that out to Dave, he immediately jumped on eBay and bought one. I think it was just one he hadn't realised came out. It was exclusive to Scandinavia, I think. Anyway, Worlds 06, we're into another Worlds, another Tropical Tidal Wave. And once again, we have players version, staff, and then top 32 all the way up to finalist. And there is the last few promos of the Nintendo Black Star promo era. Moving on to the start of Diamond and Pearl. Got the starters and Pachirisu to start off with. And then I'm sure you can see what is behind it. It's yet another page of Worlds promos. It's Worlds 07. We're back to Tropical Wind with players versions. And then, as we'll see in a moment, staff. And once again, top 32 up to finalist. Very, very sweet page. Great binder, of course. All around. Got some more Diamond and Pearl Black Star promos. These ones are a bit less exciting than the World ones, but still very, very cool. Let's see, here's the Shinx up here is the Era version. This has the upside down back. He does have a corrected one too, which we'll see on the next page. And the 2 Pikachus, there is the one with and without the snowflake stamp there. You can see the See the back error on the Shinx there. I meant to tell him before I left that you should swap those Shinx over just so that the error one is in the page where you can actually see the back. And there is some more of those, the two Darkrai's, one foil, one non-foil. And there's the other Shinx, which as you can see has the corrected back this time. Worlds 2008 promos, Tropical Wind once again. Same sort of thing, but still just an unbelievable thing to look at. And then we're going to jump straight into some Worlds 09 promos, and the reason we're doing that is these are the versions with the error number. So 20% of the Worlds 09 promos had the same number as Worlds 08 by mistake, DP 25 rather than 48. And you can see Dave has a full run all the way up to finalist of the error versions just there, and he puts those in with the numbers that is actually printed on the card. Few more promos, some more tins, some more ballista promos. Some nice ones. I don't know if I was just nervous or what, or if my arm was getting tired, but slightly shaky camera work. My bad. Alright, what we got there? The non-foil Regigigas at the bottom there, you can see. That was another DVD promo that's pretty hard to get. Then we move on to the Worlds 09 promo with the DP48. That is the correct number for the Worlds 09 promos, and that is the more common version. But again, all the way up to finalist. So Dave has full runs, players, staff, top 32 to finalist with both numbers, and the numbers are obviously very, very small, and the camera did not want to focus on it. Alright, finishing out the last of the Diamond and Pearl promos, including the two French-only releases. I think it's Beginning Door and Ultimate Zone, I think are the names of it. And hey, if you watched my video earlier this week, you might have already seen this set. This is the Heart Gold Soul Silver Blackstar promo set. I said in my video I thought I was only the second person in the world to have done it. Obviously, David was the first. You see a Cracked Ice and Cosmos variant of Latias Latios. There's the min on there right before we jump into, once again, Worlds promo cards. As you can see, we're running all the way up to finalist once again for Worlds 2010. My favourite Worlds, such a nice set. Such a good memories. First time I went to Worlds, actually first time I met David was Worlds 2010. There's the last few Hot Gold Soul Silvers. And then we're into the black and white era. So first few black and white Blackstar promos. So that's set of three. The Pansage Pit of Axio I've made a few videos on too, or at least one video, because those are actually very hard to find right now. I mean, obviously nothing compared to Worlds promos and stuff that we've seen in this binder, but relatively hard. Alright, and then we have, coming up, it's the Mistake promo. It's Tropical Beach. Never should have been a Worlds promo. Unbelievably powerful card. But once again, player, staff, and top 32 up to finalist. Then we have Victory Cups. 4 different versions of each with different tournament logos on in gold, silver, and bronze. A few more variants. There's, Cosmos and Cracked Ice variants. A few different promos here. The blank space is whether it's a pre-release promo. Dave prefers to put the pre-release promos in with his set, even if they are Blackstar promos. So the regular and the staff versions of those are in with his set. That's why there's a red sleeve rather than just a gap left. Alright, and then we have Worlds 2012. Some more Tropical Beaches stamped all the way up to finalist, and bam, there's champion. I didn't get a good shot of the champion, unfortunately. The camera was not wanting to focus on the champion too well, but we saw it briefly, the champion card there. And there's Keldeo, that has a holo and non-holo version. The two Drift Blims, and as you see with some others, they're both Cosmos, but there's 2 different Cosmos foil styles. It's pixelated and smooth. I need to do a video on those at some point. I have some good scans and stuff to do a video on those. You'll see those coming up at some point soon. Not issued, the Pikachu and Raichu Blackstar promos that were in fact cancelled. The products that were supposed to have them in never actually came out. Then we have the last few promos there. And then we have the Worlds 13, Worlds 2013. Nice new font, and we're on to Champions Festival now. You saw that is going up to Champion as the Tropical Beach was. And there's the last few black and white Blackstar promos. I wish that I'd got a better shot of the first Champion one, the Tropical Beach, but I guess my camera wasn't playing. It looked fine. It wasn't when I edited. Then he doesn't have the other sets, XY onwards in the binder, but he's got all the world stuff in there. Goes up to champion. Then we hit, what's this one? This is 2015, I think this one is. I think we just saw 2014. I was talking and not paying attention. All the way up to champion one more time. 2016, very gorgeous art, this one, with the starter Pokemon from Kanto. My camera sort of playing nice, sort of not. Another run all the way up to champion. Worlds 2017. The Alola starters on there. And another champion stamped card. Worlds 2018. Unstamped staff. 32 all the way up to champion. Worlds 2019, the final Worlds before the pandemic shutdown. Such a nice art. You can see the art of some previous Worlds cards in the background of the art. So good. Once again, runs all the way up to champion there. I think I skipped his pop series. Moving on to some of the cooler stuff. We have here room keys from different events. So Gen Con, Worlds, stuff like that. These are very, very nice. That's a Comic Con one. And then another Worlds one. Then we have the Creator Pack, an opened Creator Pack. We saw a sealed one earlier. These are the promos from the cards from the trading figure game. That's the full set 1. And then that is the 6 cards that were never released for set 2, but you do see them. This is kind of just an oddities page. It's got some filler cards here, the grayscale one. That Ancient Mew, hugely, hugely miscut. As you can see. Flip the page, you can see the blank card promo, and then you see that silver thing that was in it is a Scyther. It just bends like paper. It is just the top foil layer. I don't know what happened there, but it looks cool in the binder. And then, hey, we have a Rumble set and some victory medals to round out the binder. As I did also completely skip over the pop series in this binder because there was just so much of the binder to actually look at, but it's unbelievable, right? Imagine this just being a 3-ring binder on your desk. Now, I know I said that David's is one of those places where I could actually go and see something I'd never seen before, but actually, I can also see things that I knew about, but learn something new about them. So take a look at this. So these are trainer decks, A and B. They were starter decks or promotional decks given out to leagues very, very early on in the game to teach people how to play. I'd seen photos of these, and I had always kind of assumed that they were the size of other WotC era theme decks, as opposed to just literally being the size of the deck of cards. You can see the A and B versions there, but like I said, I'd always just assumed they were bigger. It was very, very interesting when he pulled those out for me to see them for the first time. And then I think we got a little shot. Yeah, this is the Machamp from Trainer Deck A, non-foil, and has the Trainer Deck A on the back. Every card in that deck has the Trainer Deck A on the back, and obviously the B one has Trainer Deck B and contains a non-foil Blastoise and some water Pokemon and stuff. The Trainer Decks, of course, are pretty hard to find. Alright, let's move on to the main reason that I was actually flying out to visit David, and it's because I had some cards that I needed to deliver to him. So let's take a look at what I took. So Dave was unfortunately unable to make it to Worlds in London in 2022, but I was there on site. I helped middle some cards for him and then also picked some more up, middleman them at another tournament later. We have the full Worlds run again from top 32 up to champion and the number 1 and number 2 trainer trophy cards. We still need to get him a staff copy and a player's copy, but this was the main thing we did. I also took him along the Quick Ball top 8 and champions that you might have seen I made a video on at Internet when I got those. That number 1 trainer actually travelled, I'm guessing it was printed in the US. If it was then flown to the UK for the tournament. The winner flew it back to Portugal, took it to a tournament in Spain to hand over to someone, who then flew it to Canada to hand over to me. I drove it back to the US and then flew it across the country. Anyway, there is Dave's number 4 that he also picked up. I didn't middle that one for him at all, but he is now at 3 out of the 4 trophy cards for 2022, and obviously has that full stamped run, apart from the staff one. So just on the lookout for a number 3 for the trophy collection to still be complete. So obviously that was only actually a tiny portion of David's collection. We didn't even touch on the rarer stuff other than the new trophies I took along. I didn't film any of the old trophies or some of his more rare valuable items as well. Partly because, you know, he does have his own channel where he's done videos and stuff showing off some of these. And he would have let me if I'd asked. He's a really nice guy, obviously. But I kind of just wanted to leave some stuff that is just for him. You know, bit of respect. Gotta let the guy have his own collection. But, of course, there is always the option that I get to go back and do another video. I am planning some more content with David coming up, with him hopefully a lot more involved in this one. You know, when I went out, I was there for just over 48 hours. We had a very short turnaround. He's a busy man. I got what I could video-wise, so hopefully, as I say, in the future, he is going to be a lot more involved in some videos. But alright, this was quite a long one, but I am very, very glad I finally got to go out and see David's collection, meet David's family all for the first time. You know, like I said, I've known David since 2010, so coming up on 13 years of knowing each other, it felt time that I made the trip out. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you have any ideas for content you'd like to see me and David produce together in the future, definitely let me know in the comments. We do have ideas, but it will be nice to get some feedback from all of you before we get going. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who chooses to support me on Patreon. If you'd like to get involved, help support the channel, and see some behind-the-scenes content, click on the link in the description. Thanks again.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!